Hello and welcome to the Higurashi Bookclub. I'm Pokey and I'm joined by...
Kia ora, I'm Horsefry.
Yo, it's Sayome.
Yay!
Yay.
It's so good to be on a Higurashi Bookclub.
Yeah,
So true.
it's been a
So
year.
true.
I don't think I've been on one yet, actually.
Mhm.
Damn.
It has been quite a while.
Actually, I was going to say it's a relatively new thing. I think it was a 2024 thing, and then we just stopped doing them for the whole year this year. So I'm glad we're finally doing one now.
It's November.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Wait, don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't say that. It could be.
Crazy.
I'm surprised.
It could be months before I finish editing this.
I'm sorry.
Oh no.
No. Dogs.
Oh, it's surprising that I didn't choose to be on one. Because I am a big Higurashi defender. Honestly, depending on the day, sometimes in my mind it's superior to Umineko.
Oh, that's high
Wow.
praise.
I'm surprised I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I haven't been on here because I'm its biggest critic. I'm gonna be honest. Like I love it, but I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm. It's good.
Got the debate for the ages
Yeah.
here.
Polar opposite.
Yeah.
True.
Mhm.
It's about to get crazy.
Do we want to say what we've been up to, or should we leave that for the Umineko book clubs?
I could probably
mean-
talk about some stuff. It's been a whole year, but
Yeah.
I promise I'll keep this quick. But I did want to briefly mention that last week I lost my cat. He died unexpectedly.
Oh,
Oh, that makes sense.
Mhm.
It's
okay.
a lot losing someone like a pet or a
Yeah.
family member that's close to you.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
Mhm.
He was my constant companion. It feels really lonely without him. And it's weird. I've still got lots of furniture around that was that I put in place specifically so that he could be at a high place while I did specific things. Because that, like, cats always prefer that. Like, they don't want to stand on the floor. While you're
Mhm.
at your computer or something. So if you put specifically put furniture next to that, then they can jump up on it and be at a high place while you're doing something.
Yeah.
And I had a cat
Yeah.
A
wheel.
little obstacle course.
Yeah, I had a cat
Aw.
wheel, which is still.
Oh yeah, I saw that picture.
It's still in the middle of my hallway. Not doing anything now, obviously. Not that it did anything while he was still alive.
Oh.
I got it so that he would do some exercise, and he just seemed to think it was like a fun thing to sleep on, like a rocking chair, I suppose.
I mean,
That's
fair.
so real.
Yeah, I mean, it was like he had the option to if he wanted to. If he didn't want to do it, then that was fine by me. So
I mean, if you had a human-sized hamster wheel, you would probably use it as a rocking chair every once in a while.
that's true. Yeah, I'm not
That's
sure
so
I
real.
would go running on it. Yeah.
But anyway,
Okay.
yeah. Mm.
Mm.
Well, wishing you all the best. I remember
Yeah.
because a few years ago now I lost my grandfather,
Mm.
and it was really hard for me. I didn't really feel like mentioning it on the podcast, but with a few months after that, I did some recordings, and it was nice being able to hang out with you guys and just get my mind off of it while also still processing it in my own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's always great hanging out with you guys, and yeah, I think I just wanted to make sure that because in 4 months' time, I may not remember the exact time of when that happened, and not be able to put a pin on it and remember what I was doing before and what I was doing after. So I just thought something like this.
Yeah.
If I know. Well, I don't remember exactly the date, but I remember what I was doing, and one of the things I did was record an episode the next week. Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's what diaries are. You just leave little messages for yourself
That's
in the
true.
future.
That's
Here are
true.
my thoughts.
I'm so bad with diaries. Although I'm doing better this year, actually, which is nearly over. So I've done well this year, which is I actually got a diary and used it the way you're supposed to, which is write the notes on the day that you're actually that you're making the notes, rather than just using it like a notebook, which is what I usually do. I mean, I had a single book,
That's good.
a single notebook that lasted me 5 years, and then another one that lasted me 3 years, because I just used it like a book. But yeah, I think it's better to write the notes when you make them, because then you can remember when it happened.
I spent I think 3 years being really good about keeping a dream diary.
Oh.
Because the more you practice being able to remember your dreams, the better you get at remembering your dreams. So if you wake up and you remember even a little bit of your dream, write it down and you'll improve over time.
Oh.
Even if it's just, it's only a tiny bit of what actually happened in the dream. But recently I've totally fallen off, and as such, I've dreamt less and less to my memory.
Did you, when you were doing
it's a cool idea, though.
Yeah. When you were doing it, did you uncover any cool data? I dream about paper clips once a month or something. I don't know.
One of the most fascinating things that came to mind was for some reason I dreamt of a Ninjago themed Uno cards. I don't know where it came from, but sometimes you dream something that you haven't thought of in ages, and you realize, oh, I haven't thought about Uno in a while, or Ninjago in forever. Those were just resting in my subconscious somewhere, and they decided to combine that night.
That's cool, though. I used to love that shit.
I heard that the more you write down your dreams, also you can lead to lucid dreaming, but it hasn't happened to me before.
Right.
Yeah.
A couple of times when I was a kid, I had a dream of something like that, right? I dreamed about a thing that doesn't actually exist, but it was so vivid that when I woke up, I would go look for it to see if it was just something I'd remembered instead of something I'd dreamed.
Yes.
I specifically remember I had this book, which was do you know Rupert the Bear? It's maybe
no.
So it's I think it's a British it is a cartoon, but it was it was kind of like a comic series first, and I had a book that was the Rupert, it was the Rupert annual for a particular year, quite I think it was a few years old at the time, which would be pretty old now. I think I've still got it actually, but I dreamed that I had a different one. And so I woke up and I went searching for it to be do I have 2 of these? And I asked Mum, and she was like, what? No, I'm pretty sure you only have 1. That's a time I can definitely remember.
I do. My little brother, when he was younger, he used to watch this show called Little Brown Bear, and it had a very distinctive theme song. Little brown bear, little brown bear, and then it would cut to the title card. It'd say Little Brown Bear learns how to share, or whatever the name of the episode was. And so when 10 years ago, my mom had a dream where she dreamt at the title card it said Little Brown Bear and his friends make a run for it. Cut to a bunch of woodland animals going ah, and running for their lives.
What did they do?
And for a decade, that's how I would give genuine smiles when it was time to take a photograph. I'd think of that dream.
I mean, hey, if it works.
I remember there's a TV show called Little Bear. It's not that.
Yeah, it was Little Brown Bear.
Okay. Different then.
Yeah. It was not the most complicated show.
Yeah, Little Bear was great. I loved Little Bear. I should rewatch that for the nostalgia.
Lots of great iconic bears.
Yeah.
True. Goated animal.
I mean, us Winnie the Pooh fans were eating good.
True.
It was scrumptious.
Oh yeah.
Because we felt rumbly in our tumblies for good childhood media. Anyways, as for what I've been up to, I've been doing a lot of programming in Unity because I'm trying to make video games.
Oh,
that's so cool.
Yes.
You know what genre?
I've been working on.
You want to work on? Or?
Well, because I want to make visual novels and story-based games primarily, but also I have great ideas for game mechanics too. So it's not all just going to be straight stories, but I mean, or gay stories.
Real.
Lately I've been working on a project that's very heavily inspired by someone else's indie game, which could be a red flag, but this is all done in good spirit because it's called Demon Bluff is the name of the game I was inspired by. It's a Blood on the Clock Tower inspired game where you like turn over cards and it's characters that have statements based on what their role is, and there are good characters and evil characters, and you have to kill all the evils. And I had so much fun with it, but when I heard the premise, I imagined something different, where it's more like a deck builder. So now I'm making my own version of that premise.
That's
so cool.
So you have to like draw cards from the deck, and sometimes evil characters will kill good characters in the night.
Yeah. In my limited experience, that's like a really great way to get inspired by something. Like I remember like the Dark Souls director, which I'm going to say the wrong Miyazaki, so I'm just going to say Miyazaki-san, has said that he was really inspired by old untranslated English fantasy novels, and he said like basically like because his English wasn't so great, he would have to fill in the gaps with his imagination, and then like when he found out what the actual thing was, like he'd often be like, oh, that's not nearly as weird and wonderful as I thought. So like a lot of the stuff in Dark Souls was like just like his like half remembered kind of how he thought things worked when he read those English novels, which like I don't know, that always seemed really cool. Like you get a lot of like you get a lot of inspiration from what you think something will be like before you even get to like play it.
Which just kind of reminds me of how the first time I heard about Umineko was on TV Tropes, which is the episode that released, I won't say how recently because it's not to date the episode, but it is funny. But I read about Umineko on TV Tropes, and I was like, that sounds like a cool idea for a story. And then I had my own vision in my head, and it was nothing like Umineko.
Yeah.
Oh, same. I used to think Umineko was so different.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
like,
so good.
How are you supposed to tell where Umineko is going?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. But like, definitely like one of the times where like what I imagined Umineko was like so much less than what it actually was. I'm so glad it was different.
Yeah.
Same. Honestly, same with Higurashi, which I'll talk about later. But I've been game developing. It's pretty scuffed, but I'm getting closer and closer to something that I could just share with people and have them play test for me without me needing to sit next to them and be like, okay, if this were an actual game, here's where the tutorial would be, and that's what it would say.
Yeah.
Wow,
so
that's cool,
that's what I've been up to. What have you been up to, Simon?
I'm gonna be honest. I've just been really getting into this one idol group that fucking Anonymous put me onto. Like,
oh yeah. What are they called?
Yeah, it's from Love Live. It's like it's more like a mobile game. It's like linked like Love Live, and a group called Hasno Sora. And like I've just been really getting into it, getting all the merch, getting into all the characters and shit. It's just kind of peak.
I mean, fair.
Cool. I just want you to also know that this man Anonymous has been like the cause for me losing so much money over merchandise, bro.
Oh no!
Like meaning that man has made me more poor, bro. Everyone blame him. This shit is fucked up. But yeah, I feel like that's the biggest thing, because like, I mean, I have a shred of like 2 of the characters, like a couple cutouts of them looking at me right now, so it's pretty goated, not gonna lie. Nice. I'm just goated like that.
Fair.
Yeah. Not much else other than that, honestly. But yeah,
I mean,
just
that's fine.
Yeah.
It's a Higurashi Book Club today. I'm very excited. I just realized we did the exact same thing that Horse right before recording you were talking about, where we discussed our opposing opinions possibly and then didn't come to a conclusion about whether we're doing a spoiler section.
Yeah, we did that again. What the hell? Why? Like, what? Why does this keep happening to me?
But then you had to.
Why are we like this?
I think for Higurashi, it's full Higurashi spoilers for all of Higurashi When They Cry, and then after we've exhausted all of our thoughts on that, we'll move on to full spoilers for Umineko, but I'm not sure if we're doing a third spoiler section for Ciconia.
Oh.
What the? I can't bring in my crazy theories.
I mean, is the Venn diagram of like people who have read Umineko and people who have read Ciconia not a circle inside another circle?
So weird.
Yeah, you know what I should do is I should do a poll on the YouTube channel about
Probably, yeah.
who hasn't read Higurashi and who
Yeah.
hasn't read Ciconia.
That's a good idea, actually.
That is good.
Mm.
Actually, did you post the community post? I haven't checked that.
I did. I did post a community post. I don't think anybody's responded with thoughts on the episode.
Oh, okay.
For reference, if you check the community section of our channel, sometimes we'll post about what episodes we're working on, and like you can comment with your thoughts, and we might bring you up on the episode and show your comments.
We will laugh at you.
We will laugh at your bad opinions. No.
No, we'll laugh at my bad opinions. Don't worry.
Yeah, you can laugh at our bad
Yeah.
opinions.
Yeah.
Our awful takes.
Especially mine, bro.
But I just said instinctively. I didn't mean to say it like that.
Sure.
No.
I
sorry.
do that all the time. I'm sorry.
It's fine. You've seen me ramble about Ciconia. It's fine.
Yeah, when did become my default like filler noise?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I have awful opinions.
I've heard about the deserve love.
Jacob 66260 said Nipa, and Brian Anderson Ruiz Cardenas said Orange Heart.
What could this mean?
That's so real. Thank you.
I will heart those comments. Yes, thank you for your
Yeah.
excitement on the return of the book club.
Yes, thank you.
So let's do full Higurashi spoilers for the summary, and then we'll move on to full When They Cry spoilers, and then maybe if we feel like it, we could have a separate section for Ciconia.
Okay, sounds good. So we won't have any
Sure.
section for people who are reading Higurashi for the first time. So if that's you, we're flattered, but this is probably not the right podcast episode for you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sorry.
but you're
apologies.
If it's anything like
Fucking
me, you're
read all of
probably
it.
like anyone like that is in a transient state of like feverishly reading through Onikakushi. So like it won't be long.
Yeah.
You know, somebody in Marcy's Discord, I think, like mentioned that like Higurashi is the same length as Umineko, just about. Like it's just smaller,
Really?
which is wild because
What?
I have
What?
I have double the playtime on Umineko.
That does not feel the same.
Apparently,
What the
like
fuck?
in word count, it's like a few thousand words shorter. I should probably have fact checked this, but I forgot about it until just now.
It'd be funny if you were just completely wrong.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
That'd be-
Higurashi word count.
Just spreading false information.
It's like 10,000 words shorter. It's like, oh,
Okay, there's a
Never
but
mind.
I mean, now that you mention it, Higurashi is pretty long.
I've only played Onikakushi, but like comparing that to episode 1, like that is fucking crazy.
yeah.
Because episode 1 feels so much shorter of Higurashi.
Yeah. And you've read the manga, so I imagine that's even
Yeah.
shorter because they have to abridge all of that.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a Reddit post about this. All told, Higurashi has 1,100,000 and change words, and Umineko has
Jesus.
1,150,000 and change.
What the hell?
So
Whoa.
that's
That's
like
really
so yeah.
scary.
it's insanely close considering like I literally have half the playtime on Higurashi than I do on Umineko, and I think that just comes down to like Umineko is
Does that include the console arcs though?
no.
Does that include the Higurashi console arcs?
They said Higurashi is not including the non-canon works, which I assume means the console arcs.
the
And
hell?
Umineko has,
think
so.
and that's not including Tsubasa, Hane, or Saku.
That's what I asked anyway.
And I think they also said they're missing some text from the Umineko word count that's from some of the tips and some of the end scrolls.
Well, now that I think about it, like Higurashi's tips are playable. It's the tiniest bit more content per chapter.
Are they playable?
Fair,
What do you mean?
yeah.
Well, the difference in what a tip is from Higurashi to Umineko.
Yeah, but they're still like you just
in Umineko the tips are bios, but in Higurashi they're little segments that you play.
Yeah, I forgot that
read
actually.
through.
Yeah, and then for reference, Ciconia Phase 1 is only 187,000 words, which is actually less than Matsuri Bayashi, and is
isn't it the shortest one?
And is only just barely more than Alliance of the Golden Witch. But it is more than like pretty much every other. Yeah, only Matsuri Bayashi is.
So much
longer.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like with the data archives. Wow. Wow. Keiichi, please give us phase 2, please. I'll give you my soul, please.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Please. I'm coping so hard every time I see you.
All right. We will not turn this into a Ciconia discussion.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I feel the exact same.
The brain worms.
The brain worms.
I forgot why I got onto this, saying that Higurashi is long.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were saying there's no spoiler section. And don't worry, because you'll be finished really fast. Because Higurashi is a
you'll
I
be
don't know about that. I
really
guess.
fast.
Higurashi is you have an out-of-body experience while you're reading it, and you just keep pressing the space bar and like freaking out. It's great.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, I will always say Onikakushi is free. We're gonna have spoilers for all of Higurashi today, but I mean, if you want to get started, it's on Steam, and there is a free mod you can download to get the voices and the PlayStation sprites.
PlayStation sprites fucking suck though. Sorry.
Wait.
I have to criticize everything Rikishi does.
Yeah, the Steam sprites are not the
ones
best.
that come with the Steam version.
Yeah, Steam isn't better either.
Yeah. I think I played with I did have 7th mod, but I specifically went back to the original sprites and the original backgrounds.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because they're charming.
They are, yeah.
Remember what they took from you, mitten hands.
Yeah. They grow on me more every single year since I've read Higurashi.
Yeah, you see that image of Yukishi stands up and it's weird, and then he looks like he's having the mitten hands. It's so funny.
No, I don't know.
No, everyone was making jokes about it. It was so funny. Like Yukishi, the way he stands, it just makes sense why he draws hands like that. It's really funny.
Okay.
All right. So today we're covering Onikakushi. Day 12 and day 13. I believe a little bit of day 12 was covered last book club episode.
No, we stopped at the end of day 11.
Well, gotcha.
Nice.
I'll try and keep it quick because I've written the day 12 summary today, and Sayome has written day 13, so I'll try and make it quick so we don't end up at 2 hours.
And I haven't written jack shit.
You got your presents. You got it.
And I'm happy with that.
Well, you helped a lot organizing the episode. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Without any further ado, day 12. So Keiichi awakes the next day and he's sick. He kept waking up in the middle of the night feeling a ghostly presence standing outside his door. Keiichi decides to take the day off. He can't bring himself to face Rena after what she presumably overheard last night. So he goes back to sleep on the couch, and when he wakes up, he finds that his parents have gone on a work trip, and they tell him to go to the hospital for a checkup. So he goes to the Irie clinic in Hinamizawa. They give him a shot on the arm and give him some medicine, and then in the washroom, he overhears some old people when they say the word onikakushi. They talk about a young woman and wonder if maybe she eloped with that man from Tokyo with the big camera who visits every season. But isn't it odd that she made no preparations whatsoever? She didn't leave a note or a resignation or anything. Although they suppose maybe that is just because she eloped with him. And they call her Takano, which it's been so long since we read the other chapters for this, but this might be the first time we know Takano's name. And we learn that she was a nurse.
Yes, it is. Keiichi certainly didn't know it.
Right. Okay, yeah. So this is the first time we have a name for her then. And we make the connection that, that was the lady with Tomitake at the Watanagashi Festival. And she's a nurse at the Irie clinic. And then on the walk home, Keiichi feels a cold sensation on the back of his neck. And he gets honked at by what appears to be a liquid nitrogen delivery van. oh no, wait, it's Oishi.
Shut up.
He grabs Keiichi
Sorry.
to go to lunch in Okinawa. I'm always impressed by like how little Keiichi like considers just saying like no thank you, I'm sick. I'd just like to go home, please. He's just like,
Get some rest.
yeah, like I'm feeling terrible, but okay, I guess I'll get into your police mobile.
Let me follow this old man.
Oishi's drawing him in.
The air cooling was too strong.
So Oishi grabs Keiichi and they go to lunch in Okinawa. Okinawa? Okinomiya. I've written the wrong thing on the summary. Okinomiya. Isn't Okinawa like? Oh, I have no idea. I don't have good geography. I was gonna say Okinawa's like north, like not quite Hokkaido, but I actually have no idea.
Well, I have no idea. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you where in Japan Okinawa is.
Yeah, well, I can tell you that that's not where they go for lunch. It's Okinomiya. In the car ride over, they discuss the current theory was that Tomitake was under the influence of some kind of hallucinogen. And Oishi says that while there is a drug that can kill somebody without leaving any trace in the body, which he calls suicinal something, I think, and I think it's like, and I might be pronouncing this badly, but like succinylcholine, and it's like a muscle paralysis agent or something. But he says there's no known drug that has the effect that was seen in Tomitake, which is like, if you've forgotten, because it's been a year since we did one of these, Tomitake tore out his throat with his fingernails.
It was itchy.
Yeah, yeah. They just put some itching powder on his neck, and one thing led to another.
I guess say anti-itch
Higurashi
cream.
solved?
Yeah, yeah.
This is supposed to be difficult.
Yeah.
What the hell? Yukichi, lock in.
So in town, they go to a restaurant where Oishi leers at the waitresses, and they really do use the word leers. So we get a great cross section of Oishi's character. Right? Like I was gonna say, like yeah.
Good job, Oishi. Like brother.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Yukichi.
Yeah, thanks, Rikishi. After lunch, he mentions that Hinamizawa used to be called Onigafuchi, which the translation that we're reading called Ogre's Abyss. I swear in the one I read, they just referred to it as the Village of Demons or something instead. But I might be wrong.
I thought it was like Demon Swamp or something like that.
Yeah, Demon Swamp.
Because the swamp is named Onigafuchi.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah, true.
Yeah, so yeah, he mentions that's the name of the swamp where the Shinto priest drowned herself on the third year after the original incident. Yeah. And he says that the demons of Onigafuchi in legend were both feared and revered. They would heal sick villagers sometimes, and sometimes they would just eat people. He said the story goes that, you know, a mother brings her sick son up to the village. They heal the son, and then they say, in payment, let's eat the mother. I mean, God forbid demons do anything, am I right?
Yeah, for real. What the hell? They were just hungry.
Yeah.
Those demons haven't done anything wrong in their whole entire lives.
Exactly.
So Oishi goes on to say that most of the stories involve the entire demon village choosing a single victim and then hunting them down. And it was best to never interfere with a demon's hunt. Instead, you should just hide under the covers at home. And Keiichi considers how familiar that is to the surrounding and beating of Tomitake. And he wonders if some of the villagers were out there playing demons and the rest were just hiding under the covers at home. And then Oishi finally reveals that he's done a bit of background checking into Keiichi's friends, which Keiichi thinks a few days earlier would have made him blind with rage, but now he just wants to know what Oishi found out about them. So the things Oishi says about his friends are that Mion Sonozaki had multiple altercations with the dam foreman before his death. He says that the second year's victims, the couple who supported the dam project, were Satoko's parents. He says that the third year's victims, the Shinto priest and his wife, were Rika's parents. And then he says the fourth year's victims, the housewife who died. So of the fourth year's victims, the housewife who died was Satoko's step-aunt, and the other victim was Satoko's older brother. I don't remember if he names, but it was definitely Satoshi. But yeah. And Keiichi can hardly keep it together on hearing all of this. he raises his voice, and people start to look strangely at him in the restaurant. And then finally, Oishi reveals that while Rena was in a completely different part of the country when this whole Oyashiro-sama's curse thing started, and he says that she hadn't met any of the curse victims, which I guess since we're not doing spoilers, I don't think it's true. I mean, she definitely would have met Satoshi. In fact, I know she didn't. I know she met Satoshi, so I don't know why he says that she hadn't met any of the victims. But anyway, that's what he says. But he says, although she hadn't met supposedly any of the victims, her family used to live in Hinamizawa, and she was involved in an incident where she broke all the windows at her old school. She was diagnosed with dysautonomia, which I grabbed the Wikipedia thing, is basically like a nervous system thing. Like they give examples which are like Parkinson's and stuff, which is interesting. She got that diagnosis, and she was given medicine and counseling. And apparently, throughout the therapist's notes, the words Oyashiro-sama reappeared constantly, which is the same supernatural being that supposedly is killing and spiriting away the victims of the curse. Apparently, he would appear to her like a ghost, standing over her at night, which is kind of like what Keiichi felt last night, which is a bit spooky.
Much to think about.
Spooky, scary.
On the drive home, Keiichi realizes something. He's an outsider, newly arrived, unfamiliar with the village. He knows nothing about the way things work here, or the past of the people he's only just met. So the reason that Oishi picked him to interrogate could only have been because all his other friends are suspicious. And Oishi then says he's worried about Keiichi. His instincts tell him that Keiichi is the one in danger. He also says he's receiving pressure from someone influential in Hinamizawa not to make a big thing out of the repeated deaths every Watanagashi. And as he drives away, Keiichi begins to wonder if he's just the bait on Oishi's line this year. Alright, and then part 2 of day 12. So Keiichi gets a call at home from Mion. Everyone was sorry to hear he was sick, and she wants to bring him some ohagi. Rena and Mion come around to deliver the ohagi, and Rena even says that there's one that she made, and he should try to guess which one. They have a sort of breezy conversation, but right as Mion's about to leave, she Columbos him a question. What did you have for lunch? Which immediately she seems to say with the same cat eyes as Rena got yesterday. Was it yesterday, actually? I just wrote yesterday because I assumed it was the day before, but I don't remember if it was like two days ago in Higurashi time. But you know what I mean. And then they question him about who he was with. They mention that they know that he was at a strange restaurant with an austere-looking older man. They basically they interrogate him, and he kind of like slips under interrogation. He's like, "Oh, I wasn't talking about you guys," and they go, "Oh, isn't that strange? We didn't mention us at all, did we, Mion?"
It's detectives.
And they sort of leave. They're laughing all the time, and right as they close the door, Mion opens the door again by a crack and says she would really hate it if he were to miss school tomorrow. Which Keiichi takes as a threat to not blab anything to Oishi. And as Keiichi leaves, he kind of has to fight some rising panic. He tells himself that someone from Hinamizawa was probably just at the restaurant that day and told Mion about it. And surely they just wanted to know if he had something good to eat today, and were concerned about his health. He thinks about how they were all good until he first heard about these weird murders. And then I took a screenshot of this. So he goes that's right. That's why they fucked Tomotake-san. Except it's probably not fucked. It's probably that's why they killed Tomotake-san. But they censor it out, and it's impossible not to see that. And he thinks maybe Tomotake was killed because he was the one who originally told Keiichi about all this murder stuff. And then he thinks they'll probably fuck Oishi-san as well. And then after this, Keiichi kind of like recovers from his like out of body experience, and just goes like, "Oh, you know, I eat some of this mochi," which is ohage, a type of mochi, if you didn't know. And he thinks, hey, I'll try and figure out which one Rena made. So he notices a more like what looks like a more neatly made ohage. So he starts with what he thinks is one of Granny Sonozaki's, and it's excellent. But when he takes a bite into Rena's, he feels like it bites him back. What he at first thinks is a hair, he slowly starts to feel with mounting horror is a sewing needle balled into the ohage. And he throws all the ohage against the wall, flees to his bedroom, and hides there until morning. And then that's the end of day 12, and we have 2 tips. So the first tip is
very spooky.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Do we want to talk about it now? Like, I love the way this chapter is written, man. Like,
I mean, yeah.
God, Oishi was Ryukishi was cooking so well. Like, oh my God.
True.
Man, yeah. I don't know where to start. Like, I love.
He knows how to drip feed dread.
I really love the way, like, you know how like in a movie, you might not get like let's say like a B-rate horror movie, right? You kind of like scary things happen at you, but like the main character just feels like they are making decisions based on what's convenient for the plot, you know? Like they'll be spooked, but they'll be like, okay, now it's time for me to go out to the spooky woods all alone because that's what demanded me of the plot. Like Keiichi, on the other hand, like I love how everything he thinks is like always in full view to us, and like he's constantly trying to like reason out why his friends are like this. Like he's always looking for like the benefit of the doubt, right? Because he likes his friends, and like it's creeping him out to see them acting like this. I really love how, and I'm not entirely sure what the answer is here, like why Rena and Mion appear this way, but like my version of the benefit of the doubt is I actually don't think Mion and Rena care that much that he was seen like hanging out with Oishi.
Yeah, I feel like they're just teasing him about it because
like,
it feels like it was probably just Shion who told them, right? Like oh my God, he visited a Perth restaurant. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
For all that.
I mean, it's confirmed later that Mion's relative or some other associate is in charge of that restaurant they were eating at.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, Shion probably still works there though, doing Onikakushi, right? I mean, probably.
I don't know because
he probably wouldn't
fragments.
Yeah,
I think Keiichi would have.
It's just funny to think about.
Yeah, I think Keiichi would have noticed if someone who looks exactly like Mion Sonozaki was working at the restaurant where he was having his meltdown. So she probably wasn't working at that exact time, but like, yeah, like you said, Pokey.
It's just like to imagine she was in the break room just looking in and seeing Keiichi.
Yeah. And he wasn't exactly being subtle. Like he was already kind of breaking down while he was talking.
He was screaming.
Yeah, like everyone was looking like. Yeah, and Oishi is well known. Like everyone knows Oishi is like the Sonozaki's mortal nemesis. And they're like, yeah, some weird kid was like hanging out with. It's like not hard to connect the dots. And also like they mention like Ryukishi mentions very like a number of times the whole time the two are laughing, which like sounds really ominous in the moment because you're kind of in Keiichi's perspective and thinking it's objective, but in reality, like interpreting what the laughter means, like if you do it a bit more charitably, you're like, okay, Keiichi's freaking out, but the reason they're laughing is because they don't care that much. They just think it's fun to tease him, like you know.
It is fun to tease him. He's got funny reactions to stuff. And he's got a funny sense of humor.
Yeah, like
such
and
a
he's
funny
good
reaction.
at riffing off of their gags, so like they have no reason to think that he's actually intimidated by them.
Like you know, if you're a student at school and like and someone goes like, oh, like, you know, who did you have lunch with, and you go, I wasn't talking about you, like, you know, you probably just like, like, you know,
that would be funny.
Does someone have a crush on us?
Like, you have a crush on me.
Like, yeah, like, you know, it's just kind of fun to tease someone about that, I guess. But I do have to admit, on the other hand, like Mion probably does have a reason to be a little miffed that Keiichi is like spending so much time with Oishi. Like, she does not like Oishi. Oishi does not like her. And there's good reasons probably
12.
on both sides for that.
Police hater.
And you know, like, they're honestly, there could be reasons for the two to be like, is Keiichi like spying on us? Like, is that his job?
Yeah,
I could see how there might
this
be
definitely
some...
connects to a later tip where they're talking about Oishi.
Yeah. I don't know. Is there anything else anyone wants to say before we the tips?
I just want to say it's so masterfully written how you just can feel Keiichi's dread, but like at the same time he's also like still defending them, like, which just shows how much he actually like still truly cares about them and shit. It's just very, it's just very well written and sweet.
Yeah.
I wish Keiichi could write well again.
Almost talking himself out of this overreaction he's having.
Yeah, like every 2 minutes.
Yeah. It's like I think if Higurashi had been written in such a way that Keiichi always takes what he's seeing at face value and isn't trying to rationalize anything, it would almost make you more suspicious of his perspective. You know what I mean? Whereas the way it's written is like he'll try and like almost like gaslight himself, except it's the truth. So I don't know what the version of that is, but he'll always try to like. It feels like he's gaslighting himself constantly, being like, "Oh no, they wouldn't do that." And then like they try and poison him with a needle in the ohagi, and he's like, "Fuck!" And then the next morning, I mean, this is getting into Sayome's summary, but the next morning he's gonna be like, "There's no way there was a needle in the ohagi." Like he's like. But like you feel like dude, like you keep getting like objective evidence that like they're trying to kill you. It just happened. So like it almost puts you.
Get your story straight.
It puts you in the like feeling of like they're out to get me kind of thing, and the fact that Keiichi is seemingly underreacting to it is like starting to freak you out. I love that about how it's written.
Yeah.
I also like that, like, Sadako and Rika haven't gotten as much development in Onikakushi, but they are children. But, like, it feels like you're really starting to get endeared to these characters, especially by the time you reach Watanagashi, the event, not the chapter. Like, and they hang out with Tomitake, and then to see this potential side to them, it becomes really unnerving, and you feel like, no, you must be overreacting, Keiichi. And Keiichi says, I must be overreacting. You're like, okay, maybe not, Keiichi.
Yeah.
No, go back.
Yeah, whatever Keiichi says, it's like, no, now I think the opposite.
Yeah, exactly. I do not trust that whole. Wait, okay, one last thing. Like, why did he just throw all of them at the wall? I still don't get that. Like, I guess it's an overreaction in the moment, but like, bro, you're gonna have to clean that shit up. Like,
yeah.
Hello? What's the rationale behind it, bro?
I think he never does.
No, yeah. I think
his parents cleaned up later for him. It's fucked up. They don't even beat his ass or anything. Like, it's just like, yeah, we did it for you. Please get some rest. Like, bro, what?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
for a second, I thought it was still there at the end of Onikakushi.
I thought it was. But
I was getting confused.
I think he keeps...
I think they say they clean it up in the next chapter.
Okay.
His mom says she did it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm getting confused with a different mess.
Yeah, okay.
There's a lot.
But yeah, sweet. I'll do the tips real quick, and then I think we have I have some stuff I want to talk about Oishi after this. So tip 16 is called "A Drug That Makes You Kill Yourself."
Question mark?
Yeah, Oishi and the forensic scientist. I think it's a forensic scientist. Doesn't really say who he is. It could be like a doctor that they like get work from occasionally, but I think it's a forensic scientist. They basically discuss whether a drug could do what happened to Tomitake. And it's not a long one. They sort of talk about what the mental states are that lead to suicide. The kind of like manic depressive cycle, like how when you're depressed, you don't have energy, and when you're manic, you don't have the intent. But like between those cycles, you can end up with both, and that's when they like give sedatives to try to reduce the actualization risk. And they briefly discuss whether something like that could be induced by being hit on the head, but they basically immediately discount it and go, no, that's not what happened. So yeah, basically, I mean, but yeah, it's quite a heavy topic actually. But like they basically try to figure out if Tomitake was drugged by something that would like reliably cause this, and they don't think there is such a thing.
Yeah.
And then tip 17 is just cool.
I think it's a pretty cool, like, well, we'll go over both tips and then we'll discuss them both.
Okay. So tip 17 is called Threat. So after a visit from 2 city councillors, both named Sonozaki, Oishi and Kumagai talk about the alliance between those city councillors politically. Apparently, they campaign for each other in the off seasons between each other's like elections, which is would technically probably be against the rules of campaign financing, but in practice, like you'd have to prove intent to get them, and like they don't need to like coordinate their stuff. They just kind of like do it instinctually for each other, probably. So it's really hard to like prove. And they also mention, which is funny, the mayor is also named Sonozaki. So like there's like the entire political establishment of Okinomiya is like entirely in the pocket of the Sonozaki family. And then around that time we get a flashback to Oishi, who is getting dinner with the police chief. The police chief says there's a petition for Oishi to stop investigating the Watanagashi murders the way they're being handled, which is to treat them as in some way being connected. He warns Oishi, I know you're investigating the murder of Tomitake, but don't reopen any closed cases. The chain of murders is not connected. We've closed them all. We've resolved them. Just investigate this murder. Which Oishi kind of plays coy around. And he mentions Oishi's retirement and says it'd be a shame if Oishi didn't get his customary pay rise right before getting his pension over something like this. Which is the threat.
Average police.
Yeah.
It's like a midway between a bribe and a threat, where it's like, hey, if you're on good behavior, you can get a little something extra here.
Yeah.
I don't want you to miss out on that.
Yeah. And as the chief leaves, Oishi wonders if he'll be able to repay his mortgage. And that's the end of day 12 and all the tips. So I thought this would be a good time.
Funny.
Like Oishi, man. Like there's so much in this chapter. Okay, so like Oishi, I really want to like I really want to be on your corner because like I find Oishi really funny. But like, man, we're not beating the bad cop allegations. Like, dude, stop leering at the underage waitresses. Come on.
I will say, I think this is a pattern that Ryukishi falls under.
Yeah.
Where his idea of, and this is foreshadowing Irie.
Yeah.
His idea of bedside manner is to like make perverted jokes. This is a reoccurring thing in his works where people do dirty jokes to like lighten the mood, and I don't think it's that funny.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's really not.
Yeah, but because like for all we know, in character, these characters would be like, oh, I'm just making a little funny haha.
Yeah,
I groomed this child as a joke.
Yeah.
It was just a prank.
I mean, like,
it was just a prank, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the age of the waitresses aside, isn't it weird to take the kid that you think is in imminent danger of being murdered to like to Okinomiya Hooters? Like,
so one good thing before he passes away, I guess.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. It's like his way of disarming the kid, which feels more and more predatory, but not in a sexual way. It's like really trying to
she is kind of
present himself as a goofy cop.
Yeah.
He's kind of grooming Keiichi in this, like not in the sexual way, but just in the way,
Yeah, I agree.
Using him as bait.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, when I first read Onikakushi, I was like, this cop is hella suspicious. I basically had the Kirapoya instinct for Oishi, except I actually liked Oishi. I fucking hate Kirapoya.
That's the craziest thing to say.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
we
promised no Ciconia spoilers, so I won't elaborate on that. But
sure.
Like Oishi, man, he's so suspicious the whole time. Like, so the stuff he brings up about Keiichi's friends, right, is a nothing burger, right? He's doing it to manipulate Keiichi to be like, man, I should be more careful around my friends. But like,
that is true.
The actual information,
I don't think it's a nothing burger though.
The information he provides is like, did you know Mion like protested the dam that everybody protested? Like, did you know?
Bro, that's just good. That's just good behavior. Hello.
This is the thing. It's like this is something that Oishi probably would take genuine issue with.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
because
get
he's talking about the victim of the first Watanagashi incident, right? The dam foreman who was his friend.
Foreman.
Yeah, that damn foreman.
That damn fourth man.
That damn.
What's that damn
those
for?
damn four-mans. And because Oishi has stake in like that investigation in particular, and keeps trying to turn it into a serial killer style investigation into the Sonozakis, because Mion was out there throwing bricks at people.
She was just based.
However old she was, I think she was like, she would have been like 12 at the time, maybe closer to 11.
Yeah.
Still got it. Yeah.
But like after that, the idea that Sadako's like relatives and Rika's relatives were victims,
this is kind of
does not feel like it's immediately incriminating.
Yeah, it's nothing.
it feels like it almost does the opposite.
Yeah, what did they do, bro?
And like I think like Rena's is given like sort of pride of place of being the last one to be revealed, because like Rena is going to be kind of the center point of like Keiichi's like unraveling, right? But like even that is like in practice it's like, okay, she had some like mental health issues in the past that I have never seen, right? I mean, okay, I guess, all right, Keiichi has experienced something that feels like maybe what he's talking about, so maybe that's, but like, I mean, Oishi doesn't know that, like, Oishi just kind of goes like, yeah, like, let me just like reveal like, I don't know, something that should be pretty private. And like,
that's kind of fucked up.
Realistically, like Rena has never done anything like that since.
Yeah, wait, him just like reading off her like therapy notes is actually kind of crazy.
Yeah,
looking back, like
actually,
it's kind.
Especially because like he's on the not a curse camp.
Yeah,
that's what Oishi is saying, and yet like if this like child is mentioning Yashiro-sama, like what does Oishi think the connection is between Rena and the killings?
I don't think he does think there is one.
He's just trying to scare this boy.
Yeah,
bro.
I think he's just trying to scare the boy. I think he's trying to like get him to like blab whatever he can, get a spy on Hinamizawa, which is like really fucked up. But it's like it's fucked up in a way I kind of like. I like that Oishi is like this. Like he's just, you can't trust him, but like he also sometimes feels like the only person you can trust. Like and yeah, like the way he just kind of worms his way into Keiichi's skull is like, God, I hate him. But like.
That's a good word for it. Worming your way in. He's a snake. He's like a he's a corrupt cop in the sense that he's directly disobeying orders. He's doing it for a good cause, but like he's keeps pushing boundaries when there are people out there who like he's genuinely invasive into people's lives, and like he thinks it's all a conspiracy, and there is genuine conspiracy in the fact that the Sonozakis are trying to shut these investigations down because they hate this Oishi.
And I really like how the tip 17, like it really kind of humanizes Oishi. Like you might start to think like, oh, you know, like ACAB, like Oishi is doing this because all cops do this because they're all bastards. But like tip 17 really goes out of its way to show you like Oishi is not doing this for any personal gain whatsoever. Like if Oishi had a self-preservation instinct that was strong enough, he would just go, well, this is definitely suspicious, but I just want to get my bag and retire. Like he can do that. He can do that anytime. He can walk away. Yeah. But he doesn't want to. Like it. On his personal sense of justice, this feels wrong, and he's like, he doesn't like actually have any proof, but he's sure that the Sonozakis, those damn Sonozakis, are behind this. And like you can kind of see you sort of start to see this, like the whole Sonozaki crime family thing hasn't been revealed properly yet, but like you can sort of start to see that the Sonozakis are a bit more than what, you know, Keiichi initially might think they are. Like all of the political elites in Okinomiya are Sonozakis. Like, how does that happen?
What's the line? All of them involved with the Sonozaki family. What crap?
Yeah, and like I don't know, like it kind of changes the ball game a little bit, and you start like getting a bit more you're like, well, you know, Oishi, he's been suspicious and incredibly manipulative, and if you look at it objectively, all the stuff he said is not really anything to like, it's not like two cents to rub together. Like there aren't 2 cents in this opinion, but like seeing that like he's coming at it from like purely just like, I don't know, love of the game or like or a sense of justice makes you like think like, man, like I don't know you don't know who to trust. I love it.
Yeah, it's the only real foreshadowing that Oishi, like towards Oishi's friendship with the first victim, because like I didn't think about that before. The fact that this scene shows that really Oishi has everything to gain from not like poking the hornet's nest right here. Like there is a legitimate threat with the Sonozakis, like not just in a sort of fantastical, oh, what are you gonna do, kill me, like, because they're not gonna just murder him outright, but like his job is on the line. His well, like he could gain a lot from just like letting this go, but for some reason he's not. And it shows that Oishi, like, he's shady, but I think because if you're in Keiichi's shoes, it's sort of like that expression, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. Mm-hmm. The demon you know is better than the demon you don't. Yeah. The Oni you know is better than the Kakushi you don't. Oni Kakushi.
Holy hard.
Yeah. But because, like, he's a very interesting character, Oishi. I like how subtle he is, and yet, like, I don't know where that sentence was going.
Like how cool he is.
Another thing I like about these tips is you sort of feel like a fly on the wall. Because it's very good, like, it's all conversational. You're listening in on Oishi having this discussion about what could be a drug that causes someone to kill themselves, and the unnamed character who we don't even really know that they're a forensic scientist or a doctor of some other kind or whatever. He's got a little personality to him. Like they crack a joke about maybe he just bumped his head and went crazy, and that caused the whole incident. And I like listening in on these little bits because it causes greater characterization and more interesting thoughts about the characters because you're not filtered through Keiichi's perspective.
True.
You know, the other thing I like about this is it definitely, even though all of the stuff like is like, it helps you think like, okay, maybe Oishi is less suspicious, it still very much leaves the door open for Oishi to be some kind of like insane psycho murderer who's just like pretending to be investigating the crimes that he committed somehow. Like it just leaves that door like cracked open a little bit, you know, like because it's like it asks you questions like, well, if Oishi has nothing to gain whatsoever, why is he investigating the case? And it's either like he's like he's got some like, you know, some virtues that make up for his many his very many vices. Like the other option is like he's doing this because like he's the bad guy, you know, like he's I don't know, he's trying to keep the investigation. I mean, I don't know, like I guess you would probably want to close the investigation if you were killing people, but you know, like I don't know, there'd be some way that like, you know, the reason he's pushing Keiichi is like, you know, maybe he's discovered Hinamizawa syndrome and realized that it's like a way to kill people without like any trace back to you that you couldn't excuse, but you know what I mean, like that. You maybe aren't thinking that kind of thing when you first read, but it's enough for you to be like, I still don't necessarily trust this guy all the way.
Yeah. For me, I never suspected that Oishi was the killer. In fact, I don't think anything really suspicious. I sort of took him at face value. But the fact that he is so shady makes it so that even if you don't think that he's responsible for the instance, you're always thinking like, what's up with this Oishi guy?
Yeah, what's wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
I felt the same way basically. He's just like, but what are you doing? Like, why are you being like this to Keiichi?
Yeah.
Fucking.
What's your deal?
Okay, very important question though. Dinner with Oishi or 500k?
What? 500?
You know that one meme, dinner with Jay-Z or 500k? That's that dinner with Oishi or 500k.
No. I mean, I'll take 500k.
It's hard to turn down 500k.
Yeah, me too. I don't want to hear him talk about. Yeah.
But you know,
I don't know. It's just, you know, it's a really tough meme, you know.
But
that's why.
I'm watching Taskmaster. I think it was season 19, which is the one I'm watching now, where like Alex Horn has a joke in the intro where he's like, would you rather I don't know, I'll make something up because I can't remember. Would you rather have a pie smashed into your face or $10? And Greg's like, $10. So he hands him $10. Would you rather sniff my feet or have $10? $10. I'll give you $10. And it's just the same gag over and over again.
That's so real. I mean, I haven't eaten today, so I don't know. I'll take the
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, pie. Are we ready for day 13?
Let me just check if I had anything. I guess I can talk about this. So the very first thing on this day is that like Keiichi can't sleep, right? And he keeps like feeling like there's a presence in his room. Like I wanted to say like I have experienced something like this. So I used to be, and probably still am, I don't know. I used to be a very heavy sleeper. So at one point in my life, a car crashed through the fence right outside my bedroom, like and drove off, and like the police followed him, and he got arrested like down the street. And I found this out in the morning. I woke up in the morning. I was like, "Why is our fence like that?" And like my family were like, "What are you talking about?" Like we were all up yesterday, like talking with the police and shit about this.
You woke up defenseless.
Oh my god, that's so good. But yeah, so I'm supposed to be a heavy sleeper. But one time, and I guess this is a cat story. So my cat used to be a total pushover. He was like, he would never fight with any cats unless he absolutely had to. And towards the end of his time at that house, he did have to a few times. He actually got some scratch marks on his back from running away, and the cat would chase him and attack him anyway. And after that, he just like wasn't quite so nice after that. But around this time, he was kind of a pushover. Like he'd be friendly with anything that came around. He actually would learn how to, even if we tried to lock them out, he would learn how to open the cat door from the other side. Like if it was locked, he would kind of like bang it so it bounced back and he would catch it. And then he would use that knowledge to help other cats and other animals into our, well, maybe not, only cats. He'd only allow other cats. But he was also like,
xenophobic.
He would also like there was a hedgehog at our house, and the hedgehog would come along and eat his food. So like every time we'd feed him outside. He'd like eat his food, and then like the hedgehog would like come along, and like we could see it, but like we couldn't really like, I don't know, do anything about it aside from like push it away with a stick or something. But like if we left it alone, the hedgehog would like climb up the steps, like basically walk right over to the food bowl, and the cat would like run off. Like and the hedgehog would finish his food. My cat was a sweetheart. But one time a rat came into the house to eat his dry food because he figured out that this cat was not going to do anything about it. And eventually I think what happened was the rat came in, and then the cat wanted to come in, and the rat freaked out. I assume this is what happened, and ran and hid under my bed. And I spent about 2 nights like sleeping, but like I would hear things at night. I'll be like, "What's that?" Like because rats are like rats are not very like subtle. Like they make kind of make the same noise as a cat, but a cat's a much bigger animal. And it would sort of run out from under my bed, go get some food from the cat bowl, and quickly run back. And like eventually like I was like, okay, like there's something going on. Like, and ever since then, I've been like a way lighter sleeper. Like I constantly hear, even when there's like, I'm in a place where there's definitely nothing, but I'll hear things moving and stuff, and like you know, like all the noises that houses make at night, like will wake me up now.
Yeah.
And so like I can kind of relate to like Keiichi. He's just had like a traumatic experience, and like now he's hearing things. Like even if there wasn't Hinamizawa syndrome, like I can relate to that.
Are you scared?
Yeah. Like I didn't like him. I didn't like finding out that there was a rat sleeping under my bed. Like it was freaky.
I would.
And if I thought there was like a person who I thought I knew that could get really scary if I crossed her, if I thought she was like, you know, standing outside my bedroom, I probably wouldn't be able to sleep either.
No way.
What the hell? I'll be fucking cooked.
You don't fuck with Rana. When she goes cute mode, you're dead.
Yeah.
True. He's not taking you home, bro.
No, you're getting between her taking someone else home.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting cooked.
Okay. That's all I had. I probably took way too long talking about that, but we've still got time, so let's do
a funny story.
Yeah, let's do.
That was a funny story, yeah. Okay. I guess we should talk about day 13 then. Funny number, scary number. We start off with Keiichi again, like being in his bed, kind of being half awake, half not. So he talks about like kind of being, not being able to wake up, but then he hears footsteps, and then he like the footsteps come closer, and he fucking like jump scares his mom with his like fucking covers on. Like that poor woman. She's just trying to fucking walk up with her son.
Yeah.
He's just like jump scaring her with the covers on. That's fucked up. Anyway, she just tells him to fucking go get ready for school and that he shouldn't miss school again. And also that like she scolds him for throwing food all over the wall yesterday. But also just doesn't really say anything else other than that. Just like, yeah, don't do that again. Haha.
What does she think happened?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Like,
Yeah.
why would bro just throw food at the wall? Food fight, I guess. I don't fucking know.
I mean, wouldn't
Doesn't
put it
even
past
mean-
Keiichi.
Maybe he's just
Yeah, I would. You know what? I wouldn't put it past him. Yeah.
is he just like a really messy eater?
Let
Like,
me over.
she thinks he just like
On the
he
wall.
ate standing up next to
Really?
the wall, and he just kept like spitting. I don't know. Like, I don't know how you get near to the wall.
It was too hard. He had to spit it out. Anyway, yeah. They go downstairs to go eat breakfast and shit. Keiichi insults her cooking again, which is kind of fucked up. I don't actually know if he did it again, but he does it later on again. Just evil. Until Rena rings the doorbell, and Keiichi's like still deliberating everything that's been happening. It's just like he does this a lot this chapter. Actually, he's like, did that actually happen? Did I actually think that was like it's actually so bad? And then like 5 seconds later, he's immediately like, yeah, it was that bad. And then no, it wasn't so bad. Yes, it was that bad. Like he's just deliberating a lot. But yeah, when I rings the doorbell and she seems to be chill, so like he just decides to be all crummy with her again, try to forget everything. I mean, they're all happy, They meet like another few neighbors. They just exchange some few sweet words and stuff. Until Keiichi is like, oh, I wish these days could go forever. This was so happy. And then I was like, oh yeah, do you remember who made that mochi? Haha. He does lots of shit again, because of course he does. Like I would too. I can't.
Yeah.
I could not blame him.
Yeah.
He tries to explain himself like a really roundabout way, where he's like, he doesn't specifically say he ate it, but also that he didn't eat it. He's just like, oh, haha, yeah, haha. He says he also can't say which one was Rena's, so Rena says Mio will probably have a punishment game for him later, ready because of that. Haha, totally not foreshadowing. Haha. Keiichi also remembers what Oishi told him about Rena, and where she broke all the windows in all the school and spoke of Oishi-sama following her. It's just, it just freaks him out again. So he just decides to keep his distance even more, which is sad and fucked up. They eventually make it to school though. Satoko's trap hits him right in the fucking forehead because she could not have picked the fucking worst moment to do this shit.
Yeah.
Thanks, Satoko. He doesn't even react to anything. He's just like, yeah, thanks, Satoko.
I'll just pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he even says anything about it. He's just like, yeah, okay. He just silently walks away. The gang's all back together, all 5 of them. I forgot Keiichi. Mion asks him about the mochi again, and she does set him with the punishment game again, which is haha. Yeah, that's gonna be very fun. Chia comes in and Chia, the best character, comes in. They start class until free study again. We don't get to see the class, sadly. Would have been very entertaining.
I mean, I think we've seen in earlier chapters, like she just kind of like spends the whole time babysitting the little kids and lets the like big kids like study on their own, basically.
Just do their work.
Yeah.
But yeah, during free study, then Keiichi's just losing his mind again, wondering what to do about his best friends trying to kill him. He's just like, why did they try to kill me, bro?
Yeah.
What did I do?
Yeah.
But then he's like, am I still doubting them? Or like, should I not doubt them? But then he does kind of resolve himself though, like, yeah, I kind of have to like stop having second thoughts after that needle incident,
They're trying to kill me.
Yeah, he says he talks about how he's too soft and like he needs to lock the fuck in.
Yeah.
Like these people aren't out to get me, bro.
It doesn't help that he also thinks like, what did Satoshi do that made them murder him? And like, because they haven't told him anything about him and like have reacted really aggressively anytime he asked what Satoshi was like or like anything, he doesn't know that that they were friends. Like they liked Satoshi a lot. But he's like, what did he do?
Yeah.
Like, was he just like me? Like, did he just ask questions and like eventually they had to get rid of him?
Yeah, fucked up shit. Meanwhile, the others all get their stats together to start club activities and stuff. Keiichi says he's still not feeling well enough, because of his sickness, even though he was well enough to go into Keiichi's car, Oishi's car, and go look at underage milk or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Still not feeling better.
Yeah, they're all dejected too and shit, which is very sad. Crying in the club right now. Even Keiichi was sad about it, which is really crazy. Like, he just has to convince himself how they have to get him because his stuff still haven't vanished completely. He's just still like, reminiscing the good times they had before all the shit like went to shit. He also even acknowledges Yashiro-sama, saying it's probably his fault that all of this is happening, and just saying that he exists and to give him a fucking break. Like, come on, Han, you stop doing this to him.
Hanyu, why are you doing this?
Han, I see your stream trying not to laugh, bro.
This is like that Undertale thing. Like, you do genocide. It's like, why did Kara make me do this?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hanyu, why did you do this shit? Fuck you. Number one, Hanyu, how you doing? Anyway, Keiichi arrives home. He just goes home by himself and he has dinner with his parents. He again just does his mom's food the whole fucking time, which is like, bro, lay down a bit. Like, lay off. What did she do?
Like,
he literally says dinner was unusually bland or some shit. Like, it had no flavor or aroma.
Yeah.
Like, brother.
Is this something that he's said before? I don't think he has. I think his mum's cooking is pretty good. Like,
he did that to his breakfast earlier this
yeah. I think it's meant to imply like he just can't taste anything right now. He's got long COVID.
He does say that.
But yeah.
Maybe. Thanks, Hanyu. He deliberates telling his parents, everything that's been going on, but like he decides against it because he's like worried they'd be dragged into it. That he wouldn't be the only victim of them if he did that. And he kind of realizes Hoishi is like his only real ally he can count on right now. And like I don't know Keiichi. I don't know. It feels like he's kind of using it or whatever.
It's like...
I have the gift of foresight, so I don't know.
Yeah.
He does compare himself to bait with the way Oishi is using him.
Yeah.
Which is exactly how I describe it.
If you chose allies the same way that like people in school apparently choose teams for PE or whatever, I don't think we ever did that in school, but Oishi would always be the last. Like, nobody wants him as their ally, let alone their only ally.
Bro thinks he's on the team.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro thinks he's in the club.
Exactly. Bro, fuck off. Leave these children alone, bro. He also resolves to like get himself a weapon like the next time he can. Like, he thinks about a switchblade, which like, bro, okay.
You're just gonna stab yourself.
But like, he decides on a metal bat that he saw at school. Yeah, true. So they can torture you. He decides on the metal bat that he saw at school once, which is very heavy-handed. Haha. He decides on the musty because it wouldn't be suspicious to train with it. Just fucking swing it at people, not people, but like just training. He goes back into his room. Also hides a little note behind the clock on his wall, saying that he's in danger and that it has to do with Yashiro-sama's curse. I think it's also like, actually never. I can't say that yet. I'll say that later. The genius that he is, Keiichi immediately goes to his parents and tells them to bury him with the clock if he dies. Like, bro, real subtle there. Like, what do you think they're gonna do? Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Wouldn't they immediately search the clock? Because that sounds very fucking weird to just.
I was trying to put myself in the parents' shoes, and like,
I would just be like, can we get him a therapist?
If I had a child and they said, you know what, I like this clock a lot, bury me with it if something happens to me. Maybe I'd like look at that clock in a new way. Like, whoa, better not touch that.
I will call a therapist. He's like, because he was talking like, if I die one day, like out of nowhere, like.
Yeah.
I mean, considering Keiichi's backstory, there has been talk in previous book clubs about like the lack of action by his parents when he tells them like what he wants to happen if he dies.
Yeah. Thanks, Keiichi's parents.
Yeah, they did seem very surprised and tried to ask him for more information. They just didn't like pursue when he ran away.
Yeah.
When he like absconded upstairs.
That is true. So fucked up though. Like, follow up on that. Hello, that's your kid.
I mean, like, like, to be fair to them, what could they do? Like, they can try to keep asking him, but like, he's probably just gonna keep saying no. I think they should have tried a little bit harder. Maybe the next day said something.
Yeah.
Maybe just try to reassure him a little. Say like, we're here if you need anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I'm not a parent.
Like maybe call the teacher the teacher will say, well, he seems like lethargic, but like I haven't seen anything.
Like, is everything going okay?
Yeah.
Is he good?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what they could have done if they had reacted better. But you know what? By the end of Onikakushi, they're probably wondering the same thing.
I mean, it's only like a day until he fucking dies anyway.
Yeah.
So like, not
Yeah,
much
it's
to
the
do
day
there.
after tomorrow.
Yeah. Scary.
Mm-hmm.
Before his parents rightfully ask what the fuck he's talking about, though, he ignores them and goes to bed. There's room to wake up early tomorrow or not go to school for now. Let's secure that metal bed he talked about. You know, so he can fucking fight off the motherfuckers. It's just resolved to, like, to not be killed, but he still knows nothing. She just wants to find out what the fuck is happening, which is like fair. Yeah, I would want to as well.
Yeah. What is happening?
What the fuck are they doing?
What's going on?
Yeah, I guess we still got tip 18 then. Unless, I mean, it's really short if you want me to quickly go through it. It's just a very short tip anyway. So it's just like, it's just some dialogue between Mion and Rena in class. But like, they deliberate Keiichi's condition, kind of playfully saying he might be on his period. That's best Keiichi canon.
Yeah.
They say they both don't really know what's actually going on, but I mean, Mion is kind of like, Mion seems kind of more suspicious than Rena, honestly, about it, which makes sense because she would probably know more about, you know, everything going on with Oishi and shit. Like, she would know more about Oishi and everything. They say they both don't know what's actually going on, but that Oishi probably fed him some bullshit, and that whenever he shows up, someone's demoned away. Like, thanks, Oishi. Like,
Yeah. Hashtag thanks, Oishi.
yeah, it's all his fault. Fucked up. They playfully laugh it all away in the end, though. Like, they still just seem really fucking nonchalant about everything, which is, I mean, I guess nothing big happened to them, which is fair. Like, I just think Keiichi's just kind of not losing his mind, but he's just being sick still.
I guess I imagine they're laughing because they don't believe they'll like let anything happen to him.
Yeah.
I mean, considering that Rena's soon going to compare Keiichi's behavior to Satoshi's, like right before he disappeared, it feels a bit weird for her to laugh off the idea that another one of her friends is going to vanish, especially considering in Watanagashi, that's when she gets really outraged about the fact that Satoshi disappeared and nobody really did anything about it.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit out of character, but I mean, we don't know what they're thinking. It just seems creepy because they have a creepy laugh. Okay, they were born this way.
Well, I think this is meant to be.
I mean, I don't think it seems creepy.
This is meant to be chronologically before. Like, I think this is the day that Keiichi goes to the restaurant with Oishi. So they hit like Keiichi hasn't done a lot of weird stuff yet. Like, so far he's been interpreting things as scary and just kind of reacting. Like, I think like mainly it's been Rena like telling him like, hey, you've been lying to us, like Soda kind of stuff. And I think that's probably something she actually said to him, because she kind of has her own like hang-ups about Oyashiro-sama and stuff, and he's kind of reacted in what's probably a realistic way to that. And so like I don't know that they necessarily have yet put the dots together that Keiichi might be in trouble.
Yeah, I don't think they have.
I don't necessarily know that. I don't think Mion believes in the curse.
Yeah.
So,
and Mion wouldn't believe that her family is, because that there's a conspiracy, because the killers would have to be her gangster family, which she wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she would think like if they actually did it, they would probably tell her. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
if there's a conspiracy, like in Hiyamizawa,
she would
they're
know
all
about
neighbors.
it.
Like everybody knows each other, and Keiichi is the only one who doesn't know every single neighbor that they pass by on the street. So it really jumps from, oh, in this town there's a conspiracy that I didn't know, to, oh, my neighbor who I see farming every single day is a killer? ? Alongside everyone else I know and have ever known.
Okay, but there is some weird stuff. Like not even a year ago, I think Mion tore her fingernails out of solidarity with Shion, who specifically made a deal with the Sonozakis, like you know, I don't actually remember what the deal was, but she was like, just, you know, you can't hurt Satoshi. Like, oh no, that's right. No, she tore the fingernails out so that they wouldn't go after Satoshi, and then he disappeared.
It's too far from this scene for me to properly remember. I don't remember that happening to Mion, but I do remember it happening to Shion.
Mion did it out of solidarity, I
Yeah.
think, so that like they wouldn't touch
yeah,
Satoshi.
I do remember
So
now.
so they would
I do
promise
remember.
that. I don't think they would go after Satoshi anyway. I think she just did that as like
Yeah.
she just did that as insurance, you know, to like also show her loyalty. I think. I
Yeah.
don't know.
But
Like I don't think the
Yeah.
Sozakis would have touched Satoshi anyway.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, good, because they basically jumped in on Shion protecting him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they definitely
Yeah, and
threatened to do something to him.
later.
Like they
Yeah,
threatened to.
But I feel like they just did that to fuck off, to like threaten Shion.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you know what? This never gets explained outright, I don't think. But what didn't the Sonozaki set up a fall guy for Sadako's aunt? Someone was accused of murdering her. The incident got resolved. Somebody confessed to that murder.
That's true. I don't. Yeah.
So somebody took the fall for Satoshi killing his aunt.
Yeah. I never connected the dots on that. I know they said like his mental state was like really bad, and I think like the guy who confessed died in prison.
Oh yeah.
From like, it might have been from Hinamizawa type symptoms, from memory.
But yeah, I wonder what the deal is there. 'Cause
Yeah.
they found a killer.
Yeah.
There was the person who confessed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least I think it was a confession. I also think it's a bit weird how Ren and Mion are laughing this off, considering Satoko and Rika, like in another corner of the room, their parents or like their yeah.
I think it's crazier because like they specifically say like, do you think Keiichi's gonna get spirited away? They just laugh it off like that.
Nah.
I think it's supposed to
They're all
show.
Please lock in.
I think it's supposed to show they don't think yet that he's at any risk of that. And like really all of the weird stuff Keiichi's gonna do only starts now. Like until now he seems normal.
Yeah.
And he hasn't done it. I think the other thing is like they know the conditions for being demoned away are like meant to be like you go against the village, right? Or you go against Oyashiro-sama. Like it's meant to be like, you know,
Do you know?
even if it's kind of weird, like how loose it gets, but it's meant to be like the dam foreman was definitely against Hinamizawa, and then the couple who went against Hinamizawa by supporting the dam project, and then the priest who like kind of sat on the fence a little bit about the dam project and could have done more, and then it goes back to the Hojo family who are traitors for supporting the dam project. Like none of that says completely brand new person Keiichi Maibara who like hasn't like he hasn't done the Watanagashi thing yet of like going into the ritual storehouse or anything that would like annoy anybody in Hinamizawa really.
Yeah. Nothing wrong.
So like whether they believe in a curse or whether
they wanted him here because of the, you know, it was the Sonozakis who were trying to get more people to move in.
He represents the hope of the village. Like if he dies, like that's bad. Like that's really bad for the village because the village just
it does make
slowly
it sound
dying
like
out.
he's the chosen one. But like, that's
true.
Well, you know, like
in a mundane way, he represents the goal of like opening up Hinamizawa to the world.
Yeah, there's absolutely no reason for the Sonozakis to kill him. So even if maybe Mion doesn't necessarily believe her family is like 100% innocent, although it's hard to know, I think she still wouldn't necessarily take seriously that and it's the same for Rena, right? Like she wouldn't take seriously the idea that Oyashiro-sama would have any reason to curse Keiichi because he's done everything right. So
yeah,
I that's how I interpret this scene. And then like they probably wouldn't react this way like today or the day after, because this is when Keiichi starts to like show some strange signs.
As for more thoughts about day 13, it's interesting that Keiichi creates this dilemma for himself where he's more and more certain that his friends are responsible for the incident somehow, and it's torn between trying to think that it's a curse and they weren't acting of their own volition, or it's a conspiracy because curses aren't real. And it's a lose-lose decision there.
Yeah. It reminds me actually of. No, wait, I can't say that because we're still in the.
Well, we're getting there. Yeah. In retrospect, I will say it seems really obvious there was no needle to begin with. It's so funny the way that I never realized on my first read of Onikakushi. They just don't say that there was a needle there. They don't.
Yeah.
It's all similes.
I've heard the theory that
yes,
maybe Mion as a prank put hot sauce in one of the ohagi.
I mean, yeah, I think that's what they
That's
said.
not.
Like,
That's canon.
that's what
is it? Okay.
Yeah, that's canon.
Okay.
Because like
Yeah.
the spicy sensation was like felt like the same as like getting stabbed. to
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
kind of like by the needle.
He just overreacted to tasting something or having a texture he
Yeah.
didn't expect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his sense of taste, like maybe there's something there with the way that he's talking about his poor mom's
Yeah.
cooking.
I mean, yeah, he has been describing his mother's
Yeah.
food like shit. Maybe
Food does
We'll go
taste
flip-
worse when you're in a bad mood, though.
Boga flavor for the first time. I thought it was a needle.
Does Rena know about the hot sauce?
Okay, no, that's fine.
Yeah, Rena was there.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
I mean,
Rena
she
saw it.
she would have.
is the ohagi that supposedly Rena made? Is that the one that's probably?
Is
I think that's the whole point.
Is it okay?
That it was
Neon made
spicy,
one.
like as a prank.
Yeah.
There's like this one game in Japan where like you put like you have like a bunch of takoyaki and you put like a spicy one in there as like
Yeah.
a prank, and whoever gets that one is the loser. I think
The
that's what
every
they were
flavor
playing at.
beans.
Yeah, basically.
Mm.
I think it's like that what they were playing at.
Yeah, it's been too long. I can't remember the scene, but I think either the idea that Rena made one is like a setup for this prank.
Mm.
Because Mion on her own decided to do that prank, and Rena was there like, "Oh, come on," and then she just goes with it.
Okay.
Oh.
So Mion basically successfully baited Keiichi into thinking that the one that Mion made was actually made by Rena, but then he took the prank way wrong.
Successful rage bait.
Yeah.
Which is actually
That pays off well next episode.
it's actually interesting because Rena's reaction when he says, "Oh, the ohagi, they were delicious." She was like, "Oh, did you eat them all?" Like, it kind of makes sense actually.
Yeah.
Like,
He just skirts around the idea, and he's like,
and it's funny that he doesn't.
Yeah.
Because like if he said like, "Oh yeah, I ate them all," like I think she'd like immediately maybe know something was wrong because it's like
She'd be like,
wait, like,
like-
do you like hot sauce? Like, why? But he says
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
it was way too spicy. But
no, actually, I couldn't finish them all. There's some left," which is a lie. I mean, I guess he didn't eat them all, but he threw them against the wall, so he's not going to eat the rest. But like, yeah,
yeah,
He doesn't want them to think that he knows that they tried to kill
yeah.
him, because
not,
in
though? I
his
don't think he
mind
gets
they're
that.
like, "Oh, Keiichi's alive. Guess he didn't eat all the ohagi."
Yeah, I
Oh.
do remember thinking like,
Oh, I guess.
I do remember thinking like at the time, I'm like, Keiichi, why are you skirting around this? You could probably just like confront them with the like, why was there a
Yeah.
needle in my ohagi? That's not
What
okay.
the fuck did you try to kill me,
Yeah,
bro?
like it's not.
Yeah, because Keiichi thinks that this is another way he's torn. He keeps thinking, "Oh, they're acting so normal. This must be them reaching out to me to say, hey, if you just act normal, we won't kill
Yeah,
you."
true.
But then also he's dealing with the fact that he thinks they tried to kill
Yeah.
him. So which is it, Keiichi?
Me when I put razor blades in my friend's food. Successful
Yeah.
rage bait.
I have one more thought before spoiler section for full When They Cry.
Mm-hmm.
Which is that
Okay.
wouldn't it be funny if the chatty doctor at Irie Clinic who said Keiichi probably had a cold was actually just Irie the whole time?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, is it him?
yeah.
Like, I don't.
That would.
I mean, that would
It
make
could have been.
sense.
It could easily have been because like I don't think there's many doctors in that clinic, so it probably was.
I don't
Irie.
remember.
Right.
Many. I remember I had other ones because it's like a small clinic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I don't think there would be
I mean-
multiples.
yeah. They could have like who knows how many of whoever works there is in on the what Irie Clinic is really there
Mion
for.
does also Mion does also call Irie the director later, so I don't actually know if that's like he was meant to be something else this episode.
Yeah, with the director be diagnosing people with the cold. But
Oh,
it's
he
funny to
definitely would
imagine
be,
that he
if-
just like didn't
like-
have a character sprite because Keiichi didn't think he was important enough to remember.
I mean, he
anything about.
specifically says like he half-heartedly answers all the questions and like just gets given a shot in the arm and
Yeah.
leaves. Like, by the way, what shot in the arm do you think they gave him? Who gives someone with like probably a flu or maybe like a
Oh,
like-
you know what? They
Yeah, what the
probably
hell?
did a test
Wait.
for Hinamizawa
Oh,
syndrome.
Oh,
what the
shit.
fuck? No.
Oh, actually, that's-
crazy. Wait, what the fuck?
no? That's exactly what
The
it is.
cooking, holy
Yeah,
shit.
shit. And
That's insane.
and that's why they're so quick off the mark, being like, oh, we need to give him the shot like
Oh,
later
yeah, go
on.
go now.
But it's interesting because he specifically calls it a shot, and taking blood is very different needle and different like procedure to to
Yeah.
an injection.
Yeah, that's like on the forearm. Like an injection is like in the fucking shoulder.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like, if you told me, especially when I was Keiichi's age, that like you were giving me a shot, but you're actually drawing my blood, I would probably be like, well, you're the doctor.
Yeah, true. I would probably be like that now.
True, but also
But I'd be like, that's an awful lot of blood you're drawing for a shot.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're shooting me with the leftover void that happens when you take away my blood.
Yeah. Like taking blood feels very different though. Like getting a shot in the arm like hurts, whereas like taking blood, like yeah, the needle hurts a bit, but it's like if you looked away, they could be like, oh, I'm just pinching your, like if you look away, they could literally just be like, oh, I'm just pinching your vein for a sec to prepare for the needle, and then you'd be like, oh, okay, and they'd be like, yeah, actually that was the needle, we're done now. Like that could easily happen. Whereas like for an injection, that would never work. Like it's like
you can feel that.
Although I mean, I have to say,
That's crazy.
the flu shot every year, I'm always surprised by how like easy that feels. It's almost always like nothing. It's probably because it's a small volume for a short term immune boost. Yeah.
I really did think for a second you said small bomb.
No.
Anyways.
Yeah, anyway, going off topic, yeah.
Yeah, I like the idea that it's got something to do with Hinamizawa syndrome, whatever they did about that cult.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
I hadn't made that connection. I was like, that's like a late notice to like give someone a flu shot, I suppose. Maybe he doesn't think it's the flu, but yeah, it being a blood test for Hinamizawa syndrome would make a lot of sense. Maybe in Japanese, like the word for like getting a shot or drawing blood is like, because they could easily just be like, he put a needle in my arm or something, and like
Maybe.
A needle's a needle, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are we ready for full When They Cry?
I think so, because I have a thought about I wanted to share.
Mm.
I mean, it's not a thought, it's more of an observation.
Yeah, if we have any egregious like end game Ciconia spoilers, we could do a Ciconia section. But other than that, basic things about what happens in Ciconia, I feel like should be fair game for the next section.
Yeah, I think Ciconia spoilers are fine for the next section. Like, Ciconia, like,
I think so.
Yeah.
Ciconia is weird because like it's hard to spoil because like the only thing you can spoil is like
What the fuck do you even say?
like we've basically had like half the question arcs at this point, so it's like we only have like questions, we don't have any answers for you. So if you're coming here to know the truth behind Ciconia, like I don't know what to tell you.
No, wait, I have it. Trust me, I have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trust.
It's right there in between our fingers.
In between the.
All right.
Okay, I can't say that.
Well, I guess from this point forward, we'll move on to full When They Cry spoilers. So if you have not experienced Umineko and you want to remain totally blind on Ciconia, then we recommend that you sign off here. And thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, thank you. You got it.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, spoiler section.
Okay, so like that letter that Keiichi writes is almost like really fucking close to like fucking the one Maria does on like the end of episode 1, right?
I'm pretty sure it's a callback, yeah.
Yeah, I always think that's really cool. It's just like,
but actually the parts that's a reference I don't think hasn't happened yet. It signs out the same. They both end with like, hey, if you're reading this, please solve this mystery.
Yeah. It doesn't have to if you read this, I'm already that part. I think later.
Yeah, that comes later. Because Keiichi thinks he's about to die. Anyways, this you were gonna say something, Horsefry, about the comparison to Umineko with this. Is there a demon? Are my friends part of this conspiracy?
And I think you all probably are on the same page. Like the way Keiichi flip flops between stuff is the exact same as what Battler has to go through. Where like he doesn't like either. He doesn't like either answer, so he keeps flip flopping between them. He's like, oh, a demon is gonna try and eat me. It's like, no, I actually hate that. So maybe there's like a scientific explanation, but the scientific explanation is my friends are gonna like rush me in a dark alley and stab me in the kidneys. And it's like, I don't like that either. Like, and Battler has the exact same dilemma. He's like, oh, like a witch is gonna like sacrifice us all in order to like return to the spirit plane or something. And he's like, I don't like that. But so maybe there's a scientific answer. Well, the scientific answer, Battler, is that like one of your family members is a murderer, and that's not nice either. So like, yeah,
but that shit sucks too.
It's yeah, and it's like it's well written in both cases. I really like how Ryukishi like his way of writing that some people say So, like the haters will say that it's like too wordy, but like
Me.
but it really
But the lovers also say that it's too wordy.
Kishi's
well,
good, actually.
no, I mean,
it's not too wordy, I think.
it really
It's just right, in my opinion.
It's just wordy
like,
enough.
I guess it comes back to what I was saying about like the length, right? Where I was shocked that like only Kakushi is the same. Basically, like Umineko and Higurashi are basically the same, and like that's shocking because like the speed with which I read through Higurashi, it felt short, and I think it goes to show like, you know, when Ryukishi wants the story to feel slow and deliberate and like rehashing the same thing, I think that's an effect that he wants. You know what I mean? Like he's and when he wants the writing to be like snappy and scary and like only saying things once, he absolutely does it, and he goes full ham on it. Like
just and Umineko feels like every single fucking word was like deliberately like fucking planned from beginning to end. I mean, in Higurashi it's a lot more scenario based, I would say. Just all the different like things that keep happening, which is a lot. I mean, there's a lot of things happening in Umineko too, but like they get a lot more screen time, I would say. Like with more explanations and shit. I mean, I like both exposures.
Yeah, because Higurashi is more centralized on the club and their antics. So like there's I guess my instinct is to say there's a lot more variety on scene type, but I guess it'd be more properly to say it's a stronger dichotomy between the lighter moments and the lighter dialogue and the darker, more sinister moments. Because I mentioned before, Ryukishi really knows how to drip feed dread down your system. It's like, oh, what did Keiichi eat in the Ahagi? Hair? No, a needle?
Yeah.
What
the heck?
And you're just with him every step of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, you feel that like sense of dread that comes from like, what is this? Is it a hair? No, it's too hard to be a hair. Wait, there's a little hole at the top. Like, oh, this is a needle. Like,
what the hell?
And noticeably, it never says he like pulls it out and looks at it, but like it definitely feels like he verifies it's a needle, and then like it doesn't say what he does with it. He just like runs away, throws all the ohagi against the wall and runs away. Like, and then notably he can't find the needle when he comes back for it. Right? He's like, I'll find it. I'll find the proof that I'm not crazy, and he can't find the needle, and he's like, oh my god, this goes deeper than I thought. The trash collectors are into it. Like, they're like.
True.
Ryukishi is such a good writer. Like, I don't know. I have like saved in YouTube like just a clip of the 1500 seconds rant from like Tatare Garashi, and like, oh my god, when he wants to write something that like chills your blood, it's so good.
Yeah. Keiichi, some poser hands me ohagi at my front door. What do you want me to do with this? Eat it? Happy birthday to the ground. Happy birthday to the wall. Yes. Another thing that's similar between Battler and Keiichi. Well, actually, you know what? Keiichi less so, but with Battler, I mentioned Oishi and the leering thing, and Battler also explicitly makes dirty jokes just to be a clown and make people laugh. Like, you know,
that's so funny, Battler.
He's a boob man, but like he more so than that, he just wants people to laugh and smile at him.
It's also more so because also Sayo is like the one who wrote episode 1 and 2 where he makes the most dirty jokes, and like
that's true.
You know, and so she deliberates.
I try not to read into that too much.
I don't know. I like that.
Authorship is a thing.
Yeah, but I just really like that idea because it just gives you a whole new like perspective on Butler in episode 1 and 2. Why he's like that.
It's hard not to see it.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it is interesting the way that the author's perspective can really color the way that characters are written. I guess I like to think sometimes that it goes by piece logic, where characters in the story are not going to do things drastically out of character or impossible for the actual people.
Yeah.
Where a person can strongly color their interpretation as they're reading a story, as Brent Castell does, with her heartless interpretation of the characters. But it's not like that's impossible for the characters. They're heartless all the time, and there are ways of looking at certain events. You could look at Kinzo as trying to save Biche, or maybe he just murdered everyone and stole the gold.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I think I just said Keiichi instead of Kinzo. Did I?
I think you said Kenzo.
I mean, I don't think. No, I think
No.
you said Kenzo. Yeah.
Okay. I just like really got in my own head there. Like, what K name did I say this time? Amakusa spirits.
The Amakusa spirits will never let you rest.
Yeah, but the Battler like making dirty jokes, but not actually being a pervert. It does make me think like Oishi, like I don't know, maybe he likes porn, but is he actually like leering at these ladies, or is he just trying to make himself look like a joke to get Keiichi to let his guard down?
They don't want to Nagashi when Keiichi's in the fucking hospital, you know. He brings him a fucking like bag of porn magazines, so like I don't know what to fucking think.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Brother, I don't feel like that's a joke. I just feel like that's just like what the fuck?
She's like, maybe this is what kids are into.
Yeah. I mean, he might not be wrong, but it doesn't
mean
mean
be onto something there.
Yeah, there's still no reason to like to do it. Like,
how would he even do that? Like he's in the hospital. There's like nurses everywhere. Like what?
Well, he's a cop.
Okay, yeah, true.
Cop is super effective against nurse. Didn't you know? In the Pokemon type chart of I don't know, sexy cosplay.
Oh my god. I'm leaving this podcast. Thanks for having me on. I'm joking. No.
Yeah.
That went away. I left.
What other Umineko when they cry thoughts do we have?
It says Umineko is more Ciconia, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's just do Ciconia.
Okay,
yeah.
We talked.
Yeah, we'll include Ciconia.
We talked about the way we. Okay. We talked earlier about the way like Yukishi wrote like Higurashi and Umineko. Like with Ciconia, it's like very, very different, I would say. In a way where it's like I feel like we can't really like know yet what direction it's gonna go completely because of how little we have yet. We have like 1/4 of Ciconia. Or at least from what was planned originally. But like I still really like the way Ciconia is like written so far because you have no idea what the fuck is ever going on. You have no idea like what's real, what's fake, what's a metaphor, what's like. I think that also makes it very fun to read though.
Yeah.
Also because Ciconia has so many layers. Not only is there the CPP thing, so you never know exactly who's talking, no matter what sprite you're looking at.
Yeah.
But also there's digital. They can be in their digital worlds at the same time as they're in a real battlefield, and just multitask and talk to multiple people at once. It's crazy.
I feel like I still have a certain trust in Ryukishi though, that he's like portraying things in a way that we could understand somehow if you really try.
There definitely got to be hints.
There has to be some. I mean, I have to have some trust in him, which I kind of do, because he really did cook for chapter 1. I still think about chapter 1 a lot. Like I still randomly just go on tangents like about things that he wrote about it, which I just like. You've probably seen me do, which is kind of insane rambling sometimes. But it's still really, really fun to just do.
Yeah.
Phase 1 is good.
It's interesting how like Ciconia's like scenario is so different from because like Hinamizawa is this like little village, like it's like, you know, a 20-minute drive or a 30-minute drive from Okinomiya, which is itself a small town, and like it makes the whole story feel contained, right? Like you don't expect, even though it kind of happens, you don't expect like a Nazi secret biological warfare research lab from Tokyo to be the villains, even though it kind of happens. But you know, like it feels like everything is like right there, and it kind of is. I mean, the people who are doing the stuff are in Hinamizawa, and I think Umineko like does it better, where it shows you all the characters, and then it has Battler kind of like freak out about whether there's like a person in a jetpack with a sniper rifle killing everyone, and then basically like laughs at that and goes like, there is no way that that's what's happening, like use your brain. Whereas like Ciconia, like it could be Martians, like you know, like it really feels like, you know, maybe not Martians, but you know what I mean. Like
I don't think it could
the
be
whole world.
It has to be something that's in the story, like somewhere.
Yeah. But I get the vibe of what you're saying. It could be anything.
Yeah, I get the vibe.
You know, we still don't know if they're in a digital world, or like if the digital world is something that's only a possibility, or what the antagonists want. Who wins in the end?
Well, I was going to say, like, something that is philosophical as, like, maybe we're all in a simulation, or, you know, like, maybe our eyes aren't real and so mirrors aren't real. Like that kind of shit like would not be satisfying as an answer to Umineko, and I would argue isn't really satisfying in the answer to Higurashi. I don't think really the mystery of Higurashi is that good in the end, but in Ciconia it kind of feels like it's on the table.
I don't think Higurashi is really a mystery.
I'd call it closer to a thriller. If I had to put a word to it, it's got mystery elements.
But it's not the main focus.
But it's more so a game of, because of the things that I really like about Higurashi will be the characters and the themes and the heart of the story and what it's trying to tell you, and what it uses its light mystery elements to push towards that theme of trust and of believing in your friends and being there for one another. So the mystery of Hinamizawa syndrome exists to push that, like, how much do you trust people, and like how easy would it be to push you towards violence towards the people you love in your life.
Yeah, I'd agree. I also wanted to say that, like, I think the kind of main premise of Ciconia and Higurashi is like less like different than I would say, because like I feel like both are kind of about like teamwork and like trust. Like Ciconia is more so about the younger generation and like taking charge and everything like that. But I feel like that's also like kind of a core theme of Higurashi in a way, where like, you know, Keiichi and the gang are the ones, you know, going up against like this whole fucking syndicate of like Takano and her motherfuckers. Which is also like, I feel like it's closer than you'd think at first, but also it's still very much different because of just how different the whole setting and probably theme is gonna be. Like, I don't really know what Ciconia's theme is yet to be. I don't think anyone would know.
I feel like trust is going to be an element, because if like love and trust is the connection besides the loop-esque elements. That's what links Higurashi and Umineko. So there's probably a through line, but I don't know what it is yet. And Ciconia weirdly feels closer to Higurashi than Umineko was, even though the setting is so vastly different. It feels like I'm back in Higurashi. It's probably because Umineko took so much inspiration from the idea of classic mystery stories. Like, this is like what would happen if Hercule Poirot was trying to convince someone, no, it wasn't Jason from Friday the 13th. It was a real ass person. Meanwhile, there's that you get a character like Mario when a character in a classic mystery says, no, it was a devil the whole time.
Mario, my god.
But that sort of classic mystery base that Umineko takes inspiration from probably gives it a very different flavor from the wild openness of anything could happen that is Higurashi and so far Ciconia.
I think I do kind of really much like that about Umineko though, because it just makes it like stand alone a lot more, you know.
It's got a structure.
Structure, and like, you know, you could read Umineko on its own without even having to read Ciconia or Higurashi, and it would still be like fucking 10 out of 10.
Yeah, a lot of people have. I'm still a Higurashi firster.
Me too. I would also say Higurashi first.
What? Yeah, Horsefry, what are your thoughts on that? I can't remember from the Which to Read First episode.
Yeah, I think I did read Umineko first, and in that episode I was like, it's fine if you read Umineko first. That was my position, really. I was like, you know, if you read Higurashi first, it's fine. Like it's like most people did that like back in the day. Now it might be more common for people to go straight into Umineko, and that's also fine. But I think I made points for reading Umineko first changes the way you read Higurashi a bit, and like it led me to like I think I've mentioned this before. Like, I have an authorship theory for Higurashi. Because at the end of I forget the name, chapter 4, which is the shortest one, the epilogue of that is Akasaka and Oishi.
Matsubushi.
Is it Himatsubushi? I thought that was
Himatsubushi.
Okay.
No, that's Matsuribe.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mumble it like unconfidently.
No, I got it.
It was
You're right.
But yeah, at the end of Himatsubushi, the epilogue is Akasaka and Oishi talking about how that nothing made sense, and like, you know, that they went back but they didn't find anything except smooth concrete bunker or something, like something had been poured into concrete had been poured into something. You know, like they set up all the stuff that's going to come pay off in answer arcs. But it made me think, like, if you took that as the one like factual scene and built everything around that, it would imply that everything in Higurashi is fiction written by these two, or by someone inspired by these two. That's like what actually happened, and let's explore that. And then like the reason why you kind of get this whole like piecing it together, and then like, well, what's the one way they all could have survived, and here's how insane it is like kind of like it's like a final tribute. They were like, we think we've solved this, and also like, you know, here's the golden scenario, because, you know, we feel bad for having written these people dying over and over. Like, you know, here's how it could have gone. Which is like, I think, an interesting way to read Higurashi, because like I was just primed for that from being so all into Umineko authorship theory, that like when I got to that, I was like,
it's interesting, yeah.
Yeah, it makes the happy ending feel a lot less happy. Like,
Yeah.
It does, yeah. Fucked up.
I mean, if you think about the way that fragments work, if you're just hopping from one timeline to another without actually rewinding time, then it really does. It can take a lot out of certain stories that have those elements.
Yeah.
There's one thing about to suddenly thrust Homestuck upon you. In that story, every sort of timeline is canon because of the way that universe works, and so dead versions of characters from one timeline interact with dead version of the characters from other timeline, interacting with dreaming and dead people from the core main timeline. Right. And so every sort of failed timeline contributes in some way to the overall canon, where characters become part of Doom timelines when they go off script, but then they can still impact what actually happens. But anyways, it's interesting the way that Umineko develops upon Higurashi's very in-universe, vague but thoroughly explored fragment style of loop, with the new, we're just telling a different version of the same story, version of the loop story. And I'm just so excited to see what Ciconia does with this.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yukishi, log in.
Yukishi, where are you?
Where are you?
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I do empathize with you and the things that you said in the episode about Japan Week that Des went to. Yeah. But come on, we need this story.
Can I say I love so much how Des goes from like the same as us, I suppose. Like, give us Ciconia Phase 2 Ryukishi. I'm no longer asking. Like, and then, like, he meets Ryukishi once, and he's like, "Guys, we have to like cut this guy a break." Like, he looked so fucked up when he said he just couldn't continue anymore.
Ryukishi rolled a nat 20 on charisma. Just like, Ciconia, whatever. Just let the man do something else.
Yeah.
Do we have any other thoughts on this chunk before we close out the episode?
I think I've said everything I had.
Can I just say Higurashi go fucking sucks and ruined all the Higurashi again?
Yes.
I just hate it. I'm sorry.
Fair.
It's just rewatch. This is like, you know, rereading all of this and then like just remembering how fucking horrible Go and Satsu were. It's just like, wow. Yukishi, can you please write well again? I beg you. Thank you.
Yeah, write Peak again.
Yeah, for real.
I think it wasn't Ryukishi that wrote Go and Satsu. I think he's on record as saying like he left it to the studio directors, and he basically just like,
please don't do that again.
He would have signed off, but like,
yeah, that shit was ass, bro. So I had to slender again.
I have not finished watching Go.
Good.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm agreeing with you as if I've actually watched it. I haven't watched it.
Don't watch it. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. Actual bottom 10 out experience of my life. Do not do that.
Okay. I'll take your advice and just never watch it ever.
Good.
Yeah, I do sometimes think it'd be really funny if I watched it and then like I was like the only person that I know of ever who like for some reason liked it. That would be fucked up.
Oh hell no! Friendship ended.
It was like, yo, I mean, I understand Sky's haters, but this is peak.
I would ask you like fresh out of you in the recording. I could not take that.
I might have to leave the podcast. Like it would put me at odds with too many people.
True. I'm doxing this. No, I'm hacking it to the account and fucking deleting it.
Yes. Be gone.
Exactly.
Cool.
All right. Well, I guess I guess we've said we've gone for 2 hours
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
about all this. Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's just goes to show there's a lot to say about Higurashi.
True.
Yeah. I guess we got like probably 2 more episodes before the end of Onikakushi.
Yeah.
Maybe 1.
Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
One,
it depends
two.
on if we
knows?
split it up the same way, or anything could happen.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out when the Higurashi cry.
Yeah.
So true.
All right. Well, I guess that wraps it up. All right. Bye.
Bye everyone. Thanks for watching. See you.